A great Swami once said, "Do not be led by others. Awaken your own mind, amass your own experience, and decide your own path. If ever a day comes where you don't experience a challenge in life, you can be sure that you are traveling on the wrong path." Well, that's sound advice for anyone on the walk of life. But the path I'm on right now only leads to one of the most beautiful temples in Bali, Indonesia, Tanah Lot.
Hey everyone, this week I'm at Tanah Lot. That is a Hindu shrine here in Bali, and it's probably one of the most popular tourist attractions here in Bali. If you do a tour, you will end up here inevitably. But the cool thing about this temple is they built this temple on an outcrop. It's in the ocean, and it's only accessible when it's low tide. And high tide is most of the day. So the only time you can go across is low tide. And if that isn't cool enough, they have a cave, and in this cave it has snakes. And the rumor is that the snakes guard the temple. It's a black and white snake, and they're very venomous. Although they say there has not been any incidents of snake bites here since they opened this to tourism. But it'll be interesting to see.
Nested on the coastline of one of Indonesia's most popular islands is the Hindu shrine that millions of tourists flock to each year. People are captivated by its unique architecture, complemented in contrast with the epic backdrop of the ocean and sun. As you've probably already guessed, this is the spot to catch a fantastic sunset. The place is littered with beautiful courtyards and manicured lawns, which will send you scouring for the perfect place to take a picture. But the main attraction is a lonely little temple that lives in isolation from the rest of the grounds. It sits in separation, separated by the harshness of the fierce Bali Ocean that only allows you to make the journey to the temple at certain times of the day. The temple sits in a shroud of mystery, built up by rumors and folklore tales of guardian snakes that are venomous to the touch. Of course, these tales are what brought me to Tanah Lot in the first place. To my dismay, I never got to see these venomous snakes, reason being in part because I couldn't get an accurate answer as to when the water would be low enough to go across to the temple. I made 2 trips to Tanah Lot just to see the snakes, but to no avail. Most people come here to watch the sunset. That being said, you can expect enormous crowds during the evening time. If you are interested in catching a sunset, make sure you come here early so you can secure a good spot. This is critical if you're like me and you don't like people in your picture.
First impression when you enter Tanah Lot is tourist trap, and you would not be wrong. There are a lot of shops here, people looking to sell you stuff. But you know, Bali, tourism is the main way of life here. So these people are earning a living, so you can't blame them. And they're very nice about it. They're not pushy. They're not forcing you to buy their goods. You know, it's entirely up to you. I have yet to have met a pushy person here since I've been here. You know, so I don't mind all the knickknacks and souvenirs. People are just trying to earn a living. And besides that, don't let that stop you from coming here, because the shrine is equally as beautiful. You will not be disappointed.
As I mentioned before, the temple is only accessible at certain times of the day. In actuality, I found out that it's not really accessible to visitors at all, but you can get really close enough to get a good look at the pagoda at least. To get there, you must walk along the footpath, which is only revealed when the sea decides to retreat. You will know when you can walk in this area because the grounds official will remove the barrier that stops you from crossing. When that happens, people flock in droves, scrambling to get a good picture up close with the temple. Armed with a selfie stick, they pose for the perfect picture. Unfortunately for me, the sea didn't retreat enough to allow me to get to the sea cave. This was as close as I could get, which was still pretty impressive. Before long, the sea was already making its way back to the temple, engulfing everything in its path. Here's a tip for you if you're one of those guys who tries to get one last shot while the ocean returns. Salt water and electronics don't mix. Trust me, I learned this lesson personally, the hard way.
So in all, Tanah Lot is a great place to visit. Just be prepared, there will be crowds. This is one of the most popular tourist attractions here in Bali, so it attracts a lot of crowds. I recommend you come here during the day and during the evening. The evening has spectacular sunset. I caught that. And during the day, if you come here early enough, during low tide, you can go over to the temple. Unfortunately, I didn't get over here early enough to see that, because by the time I got over, the sea was already rising, so it was impossible to get to the temple. But definitely well worth the trip to see Tanah Lot. So make it a point to do that next time you're in Bali. Good job.